Hello, Bears fans. The Chicago Bears in 2025 are not here to mess around. But are they ready to take the next step? Hold on, an explosive talent that was already terrorizing quarterbacks might now become the terror of NFL defenses. And the best part, he might fall to day 3 of the draft. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and activate notifications so you don't miss any details of the new era of the Chicago Bears. But what if I told you Ryan Poles might be willing to spend a second-round pick to bring in a sack hunter who would make Aaron Rodgers and company tremble in their boots? We're talking about a defensive monster who accumulated 17 sacks and has been a machine in recent years. The question is it worth the price? And the controversy doesn't stop there. Chicago might be eyeing a controversial veteran to be the backup to Caleb Williams. Yes, the same QB who set the NFL on fire before his career went downhill. Does this gamble make sense, or are we looking at a disaster in the making? Now, the biggest question for the fans, is Ryan Poles hunting for the next Walter Payton? Because a certain name is gaining traction behind the scenes and could be the big surprise of the draft. Joshua Carter, the running back who was once a linebacker and rushed for over 1,200 yards last season. A true tank who could transform the Bears' offense. But does it make sense to invest heavily in a RB when the offensive line has already been reinforced with names like Jonah Jackson and Joe Thuney? Speaking of reinforcements, a huge name from the Cincinnati Bengals might be on the way. Trey Hendrickson, the quarterback terror, could be traded, and the Bears are one of the favorites. But is investing a high pick in him the right move? Now I ask you, Bears Nation, should we go all in to strengthen the defense with Hendrickson, or hold on to our picks to secure a safer future? Ryan Poles is about to make decisions that could change the course of the franchise. Comment below, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications so you don't miss any details of the new era of the Chicago Bears. But wait, Bears Nation, what if I told you Chicago could be preparing an even bolder move? After investing in the offensive line and looking for an elite pass rusher, the front office is facing another tough decision, betting on a veteran to be Caleb Williams' safety net. And the name on the table? Carson Wentz. Yes, the same guy who was once one of the NFL's most promising QBs before his career turned into a true roller coaster of highs and lows. Now, the question that won't go away. Does it make sense to bring in a QB with a history of injuries and inconsistency to be the backup for the future of the franchise? Because, let's be honest, the last thing the Bears need is more uncertainty at the most important position on the team. But here's the thing. In Ben Johnson's system, a coach obsessed with dynamic and strategic offense, having an experienced backup QB could be crucial. After all, last season, the Bears relied on Tyson Bagent, an undrafted rookie, and every game was a risk whenever Fields took a hit. Now, with Williams at the helm, the fear of an unexpected injury looms large. And here comes the controversy. Will Wentz accept being just a mentor, or does he still believe he can compete for a starting spot? This opens up an even bigger debate. If Caleb Williams doesn't meet expectations right away, will the locker rooms start questioning his starting role? Which could turn into a huge problem before the new era even begins. Now I want to hear from you, Bears Nation. Is Carson Wentz the right piece to bring stability to the team, or would he be an unnecessary risk? What would you do in Ryan Poles' shoes? And remember, the Bears are one step away from making decisions that could define the future of the franchise. Stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications so you don't miss any details. This off-season promises to be historic, and you won't want to miss it. As a Bears fan, I have mixed feelings about this possible move. Bringing Carson Wentz in as a backup could make sense in terms of experience, but is he the best option? The guy has had his moments in the NFL, but he's also gone through a significant decline. The last thing we want is a backup QB who brings more doubts than security. If the plan is to have a veteran help Caleb Williams grow, maybe a more stable name with a mentor profile and less history of inconsistency would be a better choice. Plus, would Wentz accept this role without causing noise in the locker room? Because the worst thing that could happen is eventual pressure for a QB change if Williams struggles early on. In the end, if the idea is to give Caleb Williams total confidence, maybe the best choice would be to invest in a more discreet but reliable backup. Now, if the goal is to have a true plan B that could compete, Wentz might be an option, but with risks. And you, Bears Nation, Would you prefer to bet on an experienced veteran or trust 100% in the kid without casting any shadows on him?